Alright, so hello everyone. My name is Fred, and today is kind of another video retro view of one of the games I mentioned on my top 10, and it is Ecco the Dolphin. Now this game came out, like I said, I had it when I was a kid. I don't know how we got this game, but it was in the house, and I played it a lot. I remember Ecco being a very, very difficult game, but I loved it because I enjoy water and water areas, like water boards in games, like the water level in Zelda. I know everyone hates it, but I love it. I love the Zora domain, the water world in Mario, Mystic Ruins in Sonic, the Marble Zone. Well, the Marble Zone was like fire. Yeah, I'm thinking of the other place. Anyway, this is about Ecco. So Ecco is a weird game. You play as a dolphin. I don't know if he's supposed to have like mystical powers or whatever, but you swim around in the ocean, and like I said, the ocean they depicted is very good. You can see the coral reefs. The background. You can see little islands, and it's very good, very well done for the time anyway. This is very, very good graphics. You had extra aquatic life in there, little fish, jelly. There was like a bunch of jellyfish in this game. I didn't, because I went back to play it, and my God, just jellyfish everywhere, and they're enemies, so they hurt. Like, I don't know why there's so many jellyfish. Like, I know there are a lot of jellyfish in the sea, but come on now. And to have them all be aggressive towards you is insane. Like, it's just Ecco. And it's in the first stage, or board, or level, whatever you want to call it. Like, you would think you have an area where you could just swim around peacefully to learn the mechanics of the game. Like, they're telling you, like everything hurts. Like, that's what the developers wanted to tell you. Like, even these jellyfish, and they look so non-aggressive. I know I'm spending a lot of time on these jellyfish, but I need to get the point across. These jellyfish were insanely abundant. Yeah. So, yeah. But anyway, so basically, what you do in Ecco is you would swim around. There's like these little caverns. You got to find these little crystals. Like, a crystal would be blocking your way. Well, I guess I should start from the beginning. Well, that's the premise. The story is you're Ecco, a dolphin, and you're swimming around peacefully, as you should have been in the first place. But all of a sudden, there's like this ocean storm, or whatever, hurricane, and you get swept up into the air with like a whole bunch of stuff, like a tornado. And when you come back down, all of your dolphin buddies are gone or missing, and you got to find them. And that's the story. That's basically the entire story of the game. I think it's changes later on, but that's the main premise. So Ecco goes off and he's looking for his pod. So, and that's what you do. And so you swim around and you find that your passage, like through these caverns, are blocked by these huge crystals. And you got to touch the crystal and then find another crystal, and then it goes away. Yeah, I don't know what these crystals are. I don't remember. I'm not sure if they're tied to the story, but you got to find these crystals, and that's the only way you can advance. Now, most of it's not too hard. Some of them are like right next to each other, so you just touch there, and you come over here and touch it, and then the crystal, or you got to blast it with your sonar. That's right. So you touch one crystal, and then once you find the matching one, you hit it with your sonar, and then it goes, and you can advance, progress through the stage. What I don't get, the game is weird. Like, so when I got this game, I didn't have a instruction manual. So I don't know if the instruction manual tells you or informs you on the different mechanics of the game. I might have to look it up and see, because now I'm curious. Because when I was doing my playthrough, going back, and there's just a lot of stuff in the game that didn't make sense. Like, okay, so one example is, yeah, I'm trying to find the way to get through this cavern, and it's all blocked, and you can tell you got to break these like bricks or stones, but you don't know how to do it. Like, you got like 3 moves you can do in Echo, which one is his little dash. It's like he just charges forward and uses his bottlenose. It's like a battering ram. You got your sonar. It's not really. You would think that would be his main attack because that's what the animation looks like, but it's not. It's mostly used to talking to, like, the other aquatic life. That's pretty much it. You can use it to like hit, like move things, I guess, but it's not very effective. And then you have your map. So you hold the A button down or whatever, and then the sonar will come back to you, and you can use that to see like a mini map of your immediate area. So yeah, and that's pretty much all. Oh, and you have your rush button or your dash button. So he has a normal swim, and then if you keep pressing the C button, he'll swim a whole lot faster. So that way, you got 4 moves, and that's all Echo has in his arsenal. So, when that being said, going through, and that's all stuff I figured out just by playing the game, by the way. No instruction manual. So, yeah, I'm going through, and I find like these blocks that need to be broken for me to progress. So I'm rushing them with the rush move. That's not doing nothing. The little dash. I shoot the sonar ray at it. Nothing works. What did I do? Oh, I look at the map to see if there's like any hidden areas or another alternate route. Nothing. So I'm at a loss. I'm like, what do I do? So obviously, when you're stuck, you kind of backtrack, or you look at your immediate area to see if there's something you missed or something you can use. And I do, and it's a shell, like a pointy shell. It looks like a stalagmite or a stalactite. I'm not sure which, but it's the one that goes up, not hanging from the ceiling, but jutting out from the ground. I think those are stalagmites. And that's what the shell looks like. It's like a giant stalagmite, and it's flashing, so you got to use it for something. And I'm like, okay, so obviously this is flashing, and I got to get past these rocks. So I just, you can shoot it with the ray, or you can push it, with your nose. I kind of just nudged it, and it started sliding down, and it's sliding down gently, like a very slow pace, and it hits the rocks, and yeah, the rocks they break and disappear. I'm like, wow, why? Like, who thought of that? Like, no one think a shell would break rocks. Like, I would think your dash move would do more damage than just a shell gently floating and touching a rock. I really gotta fix this. But yeah, it didn't make any sense. I mean, it's fine. I guess. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. It just looks weird. And I don't know, like I said, I don't know if it says that in the manual that magic glowing shells can break rocks. But yeah, I thought that was weird. But yeah, I progressed after that. And oh, and here's another thing that I forgot about this game. So Echo cannot breathe underwater. Like, I guess because dolphins are mammals, so they don't really have gills. They have a little air tube on the top of their head. I don't know what it's called. And they hold their breath. So in the game, Echo has a breath meter, and boy, does he not have a lot of time. Like, it's insane. It, you think you have, because you get what? 1, 2, 3, 4. You got like 5 meter bar. It's a little meter. It's like 4 or 5. You'll see it on the. I'll put it something up here on the screen. I should move over so I'll have room. But it'll. And your timer is short. You think you have a lot of time because you're a dolphin, but no, you don't. You better get what you're doing and get right back to the surface, or it's game over. I might time it one day just to see how long Echo can hold his breath, but it's not a long time. So, and that's where I found a lot of my deaths came from, is just running out of breath while I was going through these little cavern areas. Now, you would think, so here's what killed me. So there was a little clamshell, and you shoot it with your sonar. It opens up, and then bubbles jet out and start floating to the surface. I'm like, oh, that's how I get, more air. No, that is not how you get more air. I got health back. Health from air bubbles, but I needed air, and I died. But like I said, that all that might be in the manual. I don't know why you get health back from bubbles, air bubbles, but then they have red bubbles that do you damage from the same clams. I don't get that. Anyway, yeah, you can't get health back. You get health back from the bubbles, or you can eat fish, little tiny fish. You do your dash, and if you do your dash into the fish, you'll eat them, but only the tiny fish. And speaking of that and health, the enemies in this game are very aggressive, like annoyingly so. Like, I think I didn't make it that far before I shut this game off. Not because I hated it, but because I didn't have that much time to play it. I was annoyed when I turned it off, though. These puffer fish in the beginning, they're just super aggressive. And Echo moves. He moves like a fish. They got the movement down. So, but the enemies don't move like aquatic life. They move like an angry developer made them to kill you immediately, because they're flying all over the place, or swimming rather, and they're swimming through the walls. Like, Echo can't swim through the walls, but these pufferfish sure can, and they're just bum rushing you. Like, they were wrecking me. I was like, yo, what is happening? I mean, I kind of remember that from the older days, but to play it now as an adult, I'm like, wow, this is really unfair. Like, Echo moves like a real dolphin, but these pufferfish do not move like pufferfish. They are moving like, I say, like flies. Like just fruit flies. They're just zipping and zapping all over the place with no rhyme or reason. Like, they're trying to hit you, but it's just like once they do, they move so fast that they're off screen by the time you even get a chance to react. And by then you're too late, and they're already coming back after you've done your attack, and they hit you again, and it's just a repeat. So yeah, that's pretty annoying. Let me see, what else did I do about this game? Oh gosh, I might play it some more, see how far I can get. I just know those puffer fish were annoying. They had some sharks that took a lot of damage to kill. They're bottlenose sponges. Yeah, but no, the enemies weren't even that bad. I mean, it was annoying, but I got past them. The most annoying thing was the running out of air thing, because you really have to be fast, or know what you're doing, or know where the air supplies are. Because if that you don't know that, then it's pretty much just like real life diving. Like you're sitting there wondering, like, should I even take the risk to go in these caverns? Because I'll drown. Because I don't know the layout. I guess you could use your mini map. I didn't use my mini map when that's what I should have done. Thinking back on it. But yeah, so use that mini map because it will help you. But yeah, I got a lot of memories. I want to play my Dreamcast version of this. That because I don't remember that game being as difficult. This game's hard. There's all these water currents in here, and like they push you into with spikes. Essentially, it's coral, but they're spikes, and it's right at the beginning. I was playing. I was just going through this little cavern, and then I got hit with water current, and it just slammed me into these spikes. I'm like, man, this is the first. Not even past the first board, they're already trying to kill me. I'm like, geez. The developers of this game were very aggressive. They did not want you to beat this game. But I still enjoyed it regardless. Like I said, I love aquatic life, and this game, it was something different. And I enjoyed it. Anyways, that's it for me. I'm going to go ahead and sign off. This has been Fred, and thank you guys for watching. And we'll see you next time.